We have seen that communication is very significant process that without which other elements cannot be undertaken. So let's see the importance of communication by some points. So it facilitates coordination. It creates unity between the different departments and sections in the organization. So it facilitates cooperation. It creates cooperation between departments, sections by issuing order, instructions and important informations at right time. It provides data necessary for decision making. When information is effectively and efficiently communicated to management, which act as a important data which is very essential for taking any kind of decision by different managers. Next one is increasing managerial efficiency. In organization structure, every employee has assigned some job or task which they have to perform, and also in organizational structure there is a superior subordinate relationship exists which clearly states that who will report to who. So for that, who get the order from the subordinate superiors and how they have to report to the superior and how they are accountable to the superior. This is possible through smooth flow of communication. Next one is it promotes cooperation and industrial peace. The two-way communication promotes cooperation and mutual understanding between the management and workers and bring peace in the organization. So effective communication improves the relationship between management and workers group. Next one is it establish effective leadership. Effective communication helps to influence subordinates, while influencing a leader should possess good communication skills. A leader with good communication can only influence the behavior of the employees and motivate them, encourage them to achieve a desired goal. Now let's see types of communication. So there are mainly two types of communication: formal communication and informal communication. As you can see the pictures of formal communication in your screen, that means obviously formal communication is found between the authority persons in the organization. That means they are established by the management. In the contrary, informal communication exists between the friends or social groups which are created at workplace, which is out of their social belongingness needs, social needs. So formal communication flows through official channel designed in the organizational chart. Communication may take place between superior and subordinate, a subordinate and superior, or among same cadre employees or managers. Formal communication may be further classified as vertical and horizontal. Vertical communication flows vertically, that is upwards or downwards, through formal channels, whereas upward communication refers to flow of communication from subordinates to superiors. The examples of upward communications are giving suggestions or sharing their grievances, disputes, problems, sharing from the subordinates to superior. So these are the examples of upward communication, whereas downward communication indicates communication from superior to subordinate, that means from top level to lower level management. These are in the form of issuing orders, instruction, commands, circular notices, etc. Horizontal or lateral communication takes place between one division and another. For example, a production manager may contact marketing manager to discuss about schedule of product delivery, product design, quality, etc.